Man. That girl done called about 3 times asking what this shit is. I come back to the house in a minute, man. Don't pay the neighbors no goddamn mind. Yeah. What you talking about, nigga? Yeah, I got this kind, but shit, all that shit going for a different price, though. I bet. I can't talk too much. She said, damn, what is this flavor? I got the flavors, this shit loud. You got neighbors, they like the flavors. This shit smoke, it's like the 80s, it's jumping like coke. She said, Kush, it make a float. Baby girl, these rhymes, we gon' have to rock the boat, man.
Oh shit, y'all. Hey, what's up, y'all? What's happening? What's happening? It's your boy. And this stuff
There's sound because I
okay,
can't hear a thing.
okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? I'm talking about take it off.
How they can protect themselves while using ChatGPT. I just use Duck.ai. It's a free private AI chat. Duck.ai. So what is it?
Can you hear me?
Private AI chat.
No, I can't hear you.
DuckDuckGo.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but what about
Damn, boss man, can you hear us? Can you hear one of us?
Popular AIs, but the chance of private.
Boss man,
How to use it. Visit Duck.ai. Like DuckDuckGo, where AI is
can,
optional
can,
and private.
can you hear anybody else? Can you hear it all? No? One second.
Don't perform in classroom, will not play.
I'm trying to see if boss man can hear us. I don't know. Everybody else can hear us, or is it just me, or is it you? I'm not sure right now. Trying to see. Can't hear me now. No. Damn. What's up, bro? We're trying to figure out what's going on. Some technical difficulty going on right now. I don't know why though. I don't know what's going on. And boss man won't answer me. Let me see.
Oh my, take it. Oh
How about now? No. Oh, what's going on?
I can't hear at all.
I
can't hear at all. Nope.
But I hear you.
Oh wait, there it go.
Oh,
No,
you hear me now?
No, I can't hear you now.
You
I
hear
had
me
it
now?
for like a second, but now it's gone.
Okay, stay here. I'm gonna log out and come back in. Stay here. Don't go nowhere. Hold on. Give 1 second. How about now?
Say something.
Yep. Can you hear me now? Can you
Is
hear?
it me?
Okay.
Cause like I could hear the music and everything, but now I don't hear nothing at all.
It may be you. Can you go out and then come back in?
And go back into it? Oh, I leave and come back in. Okay.
Yeah.
How do I
Give it
leave?
1 second, y'all. We have a little bit of technical difficulty. We got an audio problem right now. There should be a button right there at the bottom. There we go. Give it just 1 second, y'all. By the way, we had an interesting Raw tonight. I liked it. I liked it for the most part. It wasn't the best Raw, but it wasn't like too terrible either. It had a lot of implications going for my fault. It had a lot of implications going for WrestleMania this year. As you all know, WrestleMania will be in Las Vegas this year. It wasn't originally supposed to be in New Orleans, but for some reason that got canceled and they went back to Las Vegas like they did last year. We don't know how it's going to turn out, but we just did find out today. Well, I did at least. I just found out today that John Cena is supposedly going to be a special guest host for WrestleMania this year. So that's pretty dope. Let me know what y'all think about that. By the way, what's up to my brother who said he was watching earlier? We're trying to get this thing going on right now. This technical problem going on right now. Yes, ma'am, Mo. Can you hear me?
I can.
Yay! That's what I'm talking about. Yes, ma'am. It is glad to see you, Mo. How you been, girl?
I've been good. It is good to be seen.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. How was your spring break?
It just started today. It's technically the first day. So
yeah. Down here over on this side of the South, it was just last week. That's why I asked that. So my bad.
No, you're good. You're good. We get out a little later. You know, we don't get out till about June 9th. Go back the last Monday in August. So our breaks are usually a week after most people's.
Okay. Yeah. Everyone, welcome. We finally got going. Welcome to this Monday Night Raw review of Raw. We had a great Raw tonight. Like I said a while ago, everything's implications for what's coming up in WrestleMania. Now, with that being said, there was a few surprises tonight. Mo, how would you rate Raw tonight 1 through 5?
I gotta give it a 3. Just because some of the outcomes were not the outcomes I personally would have wanted. They were probably best for business, but on a personal standpoint, as if I be knowing these people, I gotta give it like a 3. It was
not
good
bad,
though.
Not
it
bad.
was really good. Like it only gets a 3 just because things didn't go my way.
Yeah.
That's really it.
About 3 too. About 3. It wasn't a terrible show at all. It wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad at all, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. She giving her rating.
Carter, what would you rate Raw tonight? 1 through 5.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh,
She just gonna call out all the numbers.
She didn't want to talk. Okay, I feel you. But it's all good. It's all good. So we can get into it. We get into it. The first segment of the night, we had Cody Rhodes come out, which was kind of a surprise considering he's a SmackDown superstar. But also remember, tonight we are in Madison Square Garden. So, of course, Cody is sort of a draw. So, of course, having him come out was good for the crowd. It was nice to see him. He came out and he pretty much looked like he was about to start talking about everything that's going to happen with him and Randy Orton. Before he could really get started, Stephanie McMahon came out, which was a big surprise. Because you don't see Stephanie McMahon in regular segments. We always see her behind the scenes or whatnot. So seeing her come out was a big surprise, especially towards me. Wasn't expecting that at all. Especially the music. She used to have that old music. I haven't heard this music too many times. So seeing her, I was expecting that. I'm all grown up now, but I didn't hear that. So she came out, pretty much trying to talk to Cody about Randy, and Cody really wasn't trying to hear it this time. He was like, "I'm not no student no more. This ain't way back in the day. Randy done pissed me off and did some bad things, some stuff even to you." And he said he done kicked my daddy in the head. And respectfully, I'm not my daddy. And respectfully, You ain't your daddy either. And we all know that's a sensitive subject right now. So she hauled off and smacked the mouth out of him. Because who the hell you talking to? First of all, watch your mouth. Pretty much what she's saying. She like, I'm here to, cause I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to, I fuck with you. Trying to let you know, trying to warn you, this ain't the same Randy. Or the same one from way back then, but he on a different level now. This is a Randy Orton trying to get the title from you at WrestleMania. You keep on with your stuff, you're not going to walk out. And Cody ends up saying, I got 2 words for you. We all thought he was going to say suck it, but he ended up saying thank you. So, it was an interesting start off for Raw. Like I said, I was not expecting to see Stephanie, so I really liked it. Mo, what's your thoughts about this first segment?
I agree. No, yeah, because before it even started, I said, okay, how are we going to start the show off this week? Because the past few weeks, it's been Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman. So, or at least someone from the division. So when Cody's music hit, I agreed, it was a shock. But you make a good point. They're at Madison Square Garden. Cody's going to draw a crowd. It's getting dangerously close to WrestleMania, so it makes sense. But for him to even get barely a couple words out, and then Stephanie McMahon came out, I was like, oh. So like you said, it was definitely a shock to see, because we really don't get to see Stephanie. Like, definitely not in the ring. I feel like it's been a hot minute since she's cut a promo. But she cooked, she ate, not gonna lie. I will say this year, this road to WrestleMania, they are throwing the daddies around. Like, nobody's father is safe. We done heard Roman's, now Dusty, Vince, like all the dads are getting hit. But she made some valid good points. And I liked how she said you can't beat this version of Randy. Like, you're pretty much like, you're just not man enough, you're not strong enough. Cody tries to throw it back at her and mention, well, we all know how vicious Randy can be, but you should know personally because he's done some vicious mess to you. And, you're not your daddy either. So the slap, that's twice, Cody has been slapped in the face by a female. And it's almost like Cody wants to take it there, but he doesn't. Like you said, we thought he was going to say the suck it. He just turned around and said thank you and walked out the ring. And it's like, what? But I enjoyed it because it was a switch up. It was different from what we've been getting on Raw and what we were usually seeing. I also think it ties into that whole who Randy's been on the phone with. They both kind of poked and pried at that. So it adds to that expense of like, who's on the phone? Because clearly Stephanie knows he's talking to somebody. So I think it did great to kind of add more fuel to their fire.
Absolutely. I kind of think, here's my theory, right? It's either between 2 people, right? And it'll be a shock either way. I think it's either Ted DiBiase, because he just got acquitted of whatever charges they were trying to put on him. So technically, he can appear in the ring right now since he's literally innocent. Or Vince McMahon. Reportedly, Vince McMahon is being called and asked about creative things to do for WrestleMania right now. He's not actually with the company, but supposedly he's giving his input. That's reportedly. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's reportedly. So if he were to be the person behind the phone, that would add another layer of drama to it. I'm not sure who exactly it is, but it's definitely a possibility of so. So, who would you think would be on the phone?
I have to go with Vince. That was the one I was thinking Ted, but then I saw Ted. And I was like, oh, Ted may not need to come back to WWE. I saw what he looked like now. I was like, no, you look like you were trying to beat some charges. You might want to stay right where you are. But then once people started throwing around Vince, I was like, that would be a crazy pull. So I really only got one person, and I think Vince McMahon. Vince or Shane? I did say Shane. I said either Vince or Shane.
I would have wanted to say Shane, but Shane really don't got a lot of history with Randy specifically. Other than him kicking Vince in the head, but when he did that, I don't think Shane was around for that. That was one of the times that Shane wasn't really involved like that. So I don't know how much it would make sense for Shane to be. But with Stephanie coming out tonight, maybe that could be something they're gearing up for the ability to be Shane. Because you remember, like 2 years ago, Shane blew his quad and we didn't see him no more. That that was kind of funny. He blew his quad just like his dad did.
Just like his daddy.
Just like his dad. So, hey, if it is Shane, hey, I won't be mad at it. I just want them to make sense of it, but I won't be mad at it at all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I said, oh, yeah, it has to make sense.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Great opening segment. Very, like I said, very much unpredictable like we like. And we'll see what's happening with that. The next thing on our agenda, we had our tag team match for the WWE tag team titles between the Usos and Division. Division consists of Logan Paul and Austin Theory. Now, at ringside, we had Logan Paul's mom. Well, no, I'm sorry. At commentator, we had LA Knight. Now, at ringside, we had Logan Paul's mom and Speed. As you all know, Speed has been involved with WWE the last couple of years, doing things here and there. He also even trained with Randy Orton in the ring for in-ring action. We're not sure if he actually going to go through with it, but he's a natural athlete as well. Speed is very athletic, and he kept it on quick. I actually watched some of the videos of him training. He's decent. He ain't bad at all. But with that being said, he was just at ringside tonight for this match. Him and Logan Paul are actually friends outside of WWE. He's actually been on Logan Paul's what's it called? Paul Vision, or what's it called his show?
The podcast, but yeah.
Right. It's a podcast. Something like that, whatever it is. He's on Logan Paul's podcast on a regular basis, right? So, with that being said, I figured something was going to happen with Speed. He was going to turn heel tonight or in any way possible. With that being said, the match was on the way. Decent match, by the way. It wasn't as violent as I would like it to be for a street fight in New York, but it wasn't a bad match. It was pretty decent. They put on an okay match. So, with that being said, around the end of the match, Logan Paul went to grab them brass knuckles from his mom, she had in her purse. She had her boy's back. With that being said, LA Knight was like, I ain't going for it. The Usos had warned LA Knight to stay out their business, but LA Knight's like, I'm not in y'all business, I'm in the Vision's business, because the Vision's in my business. So, with that being said, he's out there trying to prevent Logan Paul from getting these brass knuckles. And before that could even happen, Logan Paul kind of like grabs Speed as he's getting beat up and pulls him over the barricade, which causes Logan to drop the brass knuckles. So, Speed picks up the brass knuckles. LA Knight tries to grab him, I guess see what he's doing, and he hits him. He hits LA Knight with the brass knuckles, and it looks like a total accident. It looked like it was not on purpose. Now, do we know if it's on purpose or not? Technically, we don't know. But he did make it seem like it was an accident. With that being said, LA Knight was taken out with this, so he couldn't get involved anymore. Speed dropped the knuckles in the ring and was like, oh my God, didn't mean to do that. As he's going up the ramp, now he sees the chaos goes on. Paul pulls up, grabs the knuckles, tries to hit Jimmy, misses, gets kicked outside. As that happens, Jimmy tries to run outside to him and gets knocked out with the brass knuckles. Right when that happens, Jay tried to take out Paul, and for that 3 seconds that he was outside the ring, Austin covered Jimmy, who was knocked out, and the Vision are our new tag team champions. Now, I knew they were going to win, only because who has two rematches? Who has a regular match, gets disqualified, and then has another match for the title next week? That kind of screams that they're about to lose. I said they about to lose the title tonight. And the way they did it, technically, it still made them look strong. It didn't make them look weak, the Usos. And this kind of puts them in line to have a rematch at WrestleMania. So, with that being said, I'm not excited about the Vision being tag champions, only because they don't have real chemistry. I don't really see them doing tag moves too much. They haven't been tagging together too long. Austin Theory hasn't developed a character. And I like Austin. I just don't see a character in him. Paul has his own character, of course. Speed being there is gonna be entertaining. But I don't see the point of them beating the Usos tonight. If they were gonna beat them, wait till WrestleMania. That's what I feel like. This whole match could have happened at WrestleMania. They probably could have did more with more time. So, I mean, with that being said, let me know what you think, Mo.
I agree. I honestly forgot it was a street fight, if I'm being honest, because by the time they pulled out the tables and the trash can, they had cut to commercial. So when the match started back up again, the stuff was already out there. So you don't even get to see him pull it out. And like, yeah, they put his head in the trash can, kicked him through it. The table kind of just set up in the corner. Like certain things happened that reminded like, oh yeah, this is a street fight. But nothing that I feel like, especially with the Usos, nothing that really gave street fight. And then like you said, yeah, I feel like the minute Adam Pearce told I Show Speed that he was going to be ringside, I knew. I was like, oh, Speed going to do something with this match. And then especially since the camera kept showing him. But it was a decent match. I do think, like you said, the way that they had it set up, it doesn't show that the Usos were weak or kind of just handed the belts over. They did put up a pretty decent fight. But when you bring brass knuckles into it and someone gets hit with them, what can you really do? I think Paul Heyman makes a pretty good point. He told I Show Speed, like, oh, you know, he tried to calm him down, but then afterwards he was like, oh, the Usos are gonna kill that boy. So I think it shows it's almost like they put that curse is following I Show Speed, because now you really got a mark on your head, because now you got LA Knight and the Usos are gonna be coming after you. In the Vision, let's be real, they're gonna say we can protect you. No, they're not. No, they're not.
Yeah.
They're gonna be off doing something else. But
Paul
yeah,
Heyman kind of said that. I'm sorry, I was gonna say Paul Heyman kind of said that the Usos are gonna kill him.
He did. He said it. He was like, "Ooh, like you're done for." But it was pretty decent. I think it wasn't bad to start off with like the first action of the night. Same, kind of knew they were gonna lose. Didn't want them to lose, but it happens. Logan and Austin still just don't even seem real to me. They keep calling themselves the Vision, but it's like, you're not even really the Vision. You're kind of just like the two guys that are left over, but someone's got to keep the faction going. So they just really get thrown in the mix. They're really just trying to keep it alive until the real Vision is able to come back. So I think you're right. It will be interesting to see how they work as a tag team, because they don't really do a lot of things together. It's like Austin does his thing. You know, Logan's that high-flying showboat. He does his thing. Right. So it's going to be interesting to see how they work. And also interesting to see how long will they keep these tag titles.
Right. I don't really see Austin as a heel for a super long time, because they was already doing that before. You know, he was United States champion and all that, and I don't think he did a bad job. I just feel like they don't do much for his character developing. They just keep him in the same box. And now, right when he was starting to develop a character with Grayson Waller, started to develop his face persona, he got hurt. Then y'all just brought him back as a heel. Oh, I'm sorry. Camera failed.
No, you did.
Yeah. They just brought him back as a heel, and it's like, why? He had the momentum building up to have a great face run. I don't know. I just think they don't be really having real plans for him, and they're just trying stuff, you know, throwing stuff to the wall, see what sticks. And I wish the best for him, because like I said, I actually like him, and he in real life he's the actual face type of guy. Like he'll interact with fans and all that. He's not a bad guy at all. But WWE just need to do better at his character development, because he has no character at all. None, no character. Just I wrestle, and I think I should be here. That's pretty much it. Nothing else to him. We'll see though. We'll see. They've done more or less, so we will have to see what they do. And they need to revisit that Austin Theory and Grayson Waller thing. Why are they in the same show? They haven't said anything. It's like Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams not interacting with each other. Like we know they know each other. They see each other. Why not put it on camera? But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, Ms. Mo. I agree with you. So we can go to the next thing. Okay, cool. So the next thing on the agenda, we had a promo from Liv Morgan, pretty much calling out Stephanie Belcaire, and she called her mom a bitch. Is that what it sounds like? Am I tripping? In Spanish?
She said she called her mom in Spanish.
Yes. He pretty much saying, don't talk about my family. Your mama's a bitch, and you a bitch. So you know, I'm like, damn, in Spanish, that's crazy work. By the way, we didn't see Dominic Mysterio tonight. Kind of crazy. Right before WrestleMania, and not see Dom. But I mean, we'll get to that later. But This was an interesting little thing from Liv. So it brought out Stephanie Valkyrie, and she had on that black cat jumpsuit, which she had on. I think she did that on purpose. With it, all that she was doing with it, and she came out with the black cat jumpsuit. Her and Liv get to fighting, and look like she's about to get the best of Liv, and then Roxanne comes out. She comes back from injury, as she's been. I say it's been about 2 months. She's been gone from whatever injury she had, and she's back now. And they jumped Stephanie, of course, and Liv gave her what's her move called?
Oblivion.
I got ADHD. Oblivion. I was about to say Oblivion. I was like, that's not it. Oblivion to a steel chair, thanks to the help of our girl Roxanne coming back. So with that being said, this match is heating up. The rivalry is heating up. It looks like she's gonna have to get some backup. Stephanie is. I don't know who will be her backup because she also still got Raquel Rodriguez there. Liv do. So it's like, what backup is Stephanie gonna actually have? She hasn't really made been buddy friends with anybody. Not that I've seen at least. If she has, I haven't seen it. So with that being said, we'll see how it goes for her. What do you think about this interaction between them and the whole rivalry they have going right now for Stephanie?
I do think it was good. I think you make a good point. It was interesting to see that Dominic was not out there. I feel like that could have been for a certain reason or a purpose, or just, it's a girl's thing, so let the girls do it. She did Liv Kim and hot. She was throwing the bitch word around left and right. I think she did what she was doing. She knew what she was doing. She knew what she was saying to get Stephanie out there. And Stephanie came out, like you said, in that cat suit, and she meant business. And it kind of makes sense. They do that whole tit for tat thing. Like, one person will get the upper hand, and the following week will be somebody else, and the next person and another person. So it shows, Stephanie was kind of getting ragdolled around by Liv these past few weeks until last week, where she finally was able to get her chance. So it makes sense that now this week, Stephanie's like, oh, let me bait you. Not Stephanie, Liv is like, let me bait you. Come on out here. And they go at it. Beautiful going at it. She tries to get the chair, and then Roxanne slides in. And it makes sense. The Judgment Day, they got Finn out. It might look like, oh, we're down a person. No, we still come with this secret weapon that people might have forgot about. Because I definitely think Stephanie probably did. She thought the coast was clear. You don't got Raquel. You don't got Dominic. And then Roxanne comes out and does exactly what she does. I do agree, if Stephanie brings in someone who, because now you got to think about it. Now you got 3 girls that can easily go at you. So if she were to get somebody, who would that be? But I do think their promo was good, and I'm really excited for their match. I think it just added more fuel to the fire, and I think they're gearing up for a pretty good fight.
Yeah, definitely. This promo actually made their rivalry a lot better. I'm not gonna lie. Before this promo, this part one of the matches where I was like, I may take a bathroom break, and not because of any woman, because it just didn't seem like it was heating up like that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. You make some good points with this rivalry. We'll just have to see what happens. I think it's heating up pretty good. Yes, ma'am. So, next thing on the agenda. We had another tag team championship match for the ladies title this time. It was between the Irresistible Force, which consists of Lash Legend and Nia Jax. Well, I love them together, right? And they went against Valkyrie, Lyra Valkyrie, and Bayley, which is a decent match. Very decent match. Both teams were matching. It's something unheard of these days. Teams actually matching and looking like a cohesive unit. Division, take notes. But yeah, I liked the outfit of both of them actually. Bayley then was in purple and blue, and Lash then was in yellow and black. It looked like Lash them outfit was like they made that themselves. And I don't mean that as like an insult. It just means like something they took their time and thought about or whatnot. So I liked the whole match. It was kind of back and forth. A lot of it was dominated by the Irresistible Force, but when Bayley them had their comeback, they made it memorable. They, like I said, it looked like an actual tag team that they didn't just throw together. And I love how Lash looked at dominant for a good while. You know, she's very powerful. Her and Trick being called up was one of the best things to do because both of them have been shining ever since. And Nia is a great mentor. That's actually like probably what the best person that she could have got with. I think eventually they're gonna have a rivalry. I'm not sure it's gonna be face or heel, but it's gonna be pretty good when it actually does happen. Now, with that being said, they are tag champions now, and they did have this match, and it was good, but it got interrupted by the Bella Twins and Charlotte and Lexus. I forgot what they call in Charlotte and Lexus right now. Charlexi or something like that?
Charlexa.
Okay, Charlexa. So, yeah, it got interrupted by them. I also thought the Kabuki Warriors would interrupt as well, but they didn't. So, I think at WrestleMania, it's going to be a 4-way women's match between these girls for the tag titles. Now, is it going to have stipulation like a ladder match or something like that? I don't know. I think it should because every year at WrestleMania, there's at least one ladder match. And this probably should be it because it'll probably be the most action-packed. The girls always cook at WrestleMania. They always. What's up, boss?
They did make this match official at WrestleMania. It'd be a fatal 4-way tag team match for the women's title, and Penta got the ladder match. Penta be in the ladder match for his title.
Oh, okay. Penta gonna cook. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. But yeah, okay, cool. So we got the official now, y'all. Finally, we get matches official. It's only 3 weeks. Well, we got like 3 weeks now, or is it 4?
I know it's 19 days, so it was about 3 weeks.
3 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks now, and we finally getting the matches confirmed. Next week, all the matches need to be done with and confirmed because it's hard to build. It's hard to build momentum for a match after that. But yes. Finally, this is gonna be a good match. I like the rivalry that's been going on. I hope now the Irresistible Force retains. If not, hey, at least Last got a title and Nia was champion again for a while. But I really want them to retain. I actually want them to like damn near dominate this title run. But if they don't, it is what it is. Miss Mo, can you tell me about this part of your specialty? Tell me about these women and what you think about it.
I did like this title match. I think I kind of had a feeling too that I knew the Irresistible Forces would retain. I feel like it just made sense. Like you said, they are very dominant, almost like a powerhouse, and they kind of been on a pretty good run since they've had the title. Even though some of their title matches kind of everybody else gets involved and everybody comes out, so I do think it was finally right to go ahead and make that decision for WrestleMania to have the Fatal 4-Way, because so far everyone else just keeps getting involved in all the matches, so they just keep winning, and eventually, after a while, people are going to get fed up with that. But I liked how both teams looked. I do like how you said the outfits they matched. They look like a unit. They had on their yellow. Bayley and Lyra had on the blue. I think Bayley and Lyra looked incredible. What was it? Was Bayley was the one who picked Nia up? Was that Bayley? Who full on?
Yes, he got the powerbomb.
I thought that was kind of impressive. Not gonna lie, that's a good gal.
Sure.
So I think that was. Because I feel like sometimes, they be trying to play with Bayley sometimes now. And I think Bayley, by doing that, she reminded people, don't forget who I am. Because, she might not be on a hot streak, but Bayley still eats down. And the minute I saw the Bellas come out, and then Charlotte behind them, it was kind of already like, yeah, we know which way this match is going. So like I said, I'm glad they did the title, because if not, it just would have been the same outcome. Whoever, it didn't matter who was in that ring with them, one of those groups is going to get involved. And I do think that the Fatal 4-Way is probably the best way to go for it. I've enjoyed them watching them as the champions, and it's been good to see so far. They brought a good shake-up to the women's tag division.
Yes, ma'am. I 100% agree. They've been very interesting, and we're gonna see what happens at WrestleMania. This match right here has the potential to be match of the night, whether it's 1 or 2. It has the potential to be it for sure. The women be cooking, man. I'm telling you, especially WrestleMania wise, they don't have really bad matches. The last bad women's match I saw at WrestleMania, and it actually wasn't a bad match, I just didn't like the outcome, was when what's her name? Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler won that multi match. I hated that outcome. That match was actually fire. I just hated that outcome because I pretty much already knew Ronda was on her way out, damn near. So I just didn't want her getting that much shine over girls who had deserved it. But like I said, they usually cook. Every WrestleMania. So I have no doubt in my mind that they're going to do it again, and we shall see. Now, the next thing that we have on our agenda, it was Brock Lesnar coming out with Paul Heyman, of course. Paul Heyman talking about how everything that's been going on with them, and just know tonight you see Brock Lesnar is dressed to fight. He ain't dressed in his regular cowboy uniform that he even have on. He out there ready to scrap. Now, with that being said, Brock Lesnar said, "I'm tired of talking." He grabbed the mic away from Paul Heyman and said, "Hey, we just about to do this right now. Over Femi, bring your ass out here." So, of course, bald-headed Adam Pearce started to come out there and stop everything. He has security, but we all know security is just for decoration at this point. They never really do anything. They came out trying to stop something, but they didn't really stop anything. Over still came out, and he obliterated the security team. He actually threw one of them on concrete. That was crazy work. I was like, damn, what you do? To you? But he threw on whatnot. He got through the security, walked around the ring, let his aura sit in, got in the ring, and they got in it for a second. But like I said, they didn't really just get at it like that. Brock is on the outside of the ring. Adam Pearce would not let them just go at it like they should. And with that being said, Brock Lesnar was outside looking in, just pissed off. And he randomly F5'd another member of the security. So it's like, damn, security just gets you whooped out there, don't they? What kind of security is that? If I were WWE security, I'll have pepper spray. Cause what the hell? What you got going? Stop beating me up. Damn it, I'm just doing my job. But it's gonna be interesting to see. I did peep that Adam Pearce said I have to protect my WrestleMania main event. I'm like, main event? Don't get me wrong, it would be a fire match, and I'm very much looking forward to it. And it's been buzzing on social media, right? But if this is gonna be the main event over CM Punk and Roman, that would be a mistake for sure. Yeah. Don't do that to them. Don't do that to them. Maybe opening. Maybe he meant their opening, and this is just one of the main matches. I hope that's what it is. If they try to make this a main event over the title between Roman and CM Punk, I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Brock does not deserve that much shine. I ain't saying he don't deserve no shine, but he's got a weird case right now, and we all know what I'm talking about. So with that being said, he shouldn't be rewarded with the main event with no title in there. But yes, Miss Mo, what do you think about this whole shenanigans with Brock and Over tonight?
First, I 100% agree. Like, if I'm gonna be security, listen. Like, these are also my thing. Is like, I'm very big on like, you a grown man. You're another grown man that's like agreeing to go ahead and let this other grown man toss you around, and you're not even one of the wrestlers. So me personally, like, no, you're not finna know to me. Like, you really set in that meeting and let them say, okay, so you're gonna charge him, and then he's gonna pick you up and like flower sack toss you behind your shoulder. Ain't no way you known for that. Like, every week security come out there and get their asses handed to them, and I'm like, y'all really sit here and agree to this? Like, he tossed that man.
What's that saying? As a grown man, I just don't think. But yeah.
So I think it's for security, man. Shout out to them though, because somebody got to do it. But I think it made a great build up. The minute I saw that man come out there doing that little two skipping hop step that he does, the shorts on, I said, oh, they're ready to fight. Snatching the mic from Paul Heyman, bring your ass out here. Oprah was ready too. And then here come, like you said, Adam Pearce. That's one stressed out man. Adam was not having it. I do agree. This match, it's probably one of the most talked to, besides some of the other ones. In a short period of time since we found out about it, there's a lot of hype and buzz around it. But is it something that you would put over, like you said, CM Punk and Roman for like main event? No. So maybe he just got a little tongue-tied, talking too fast, stumbled over his words. But I don't see that as a main event match. And then we even bought out Triple H. Triple H got out in the ring and trying to separate everybody. And I just like the way that Oba toyed with him. You know, most people don't toy with Brock Lesnar because you simply can't. He took his time, walked around the ring a little bit before he actually came in there. It's the smile, it's the smirk. That man is so unfazed by him. And I'm like, that is exactly what Brock needs.
Yeah.
You just met your match. So I do think tonight was even though they didn't get to fight, but hey, he can't always have a fight, but it did great for their upcoming Brawl. I think and I it would suck if it doesn't live up to the hype, but I definitely do think this one will.
Yeah, I think they're going to have a great match. Don't get me wrong. I think Brock is going to suplex them a good amount of time. That's going to bring a wow factor to everything. But I do think Oba's going to end up winning. Because, I mean, Brock don't got like a really great WrestleMania record. I think it's like right at 500. Me and Boss Man did a count like last week. It's like right at 500. He'll, lose some and win some. But, hey, like I said, it's going to be interesting. And, supposedly, he's getting paid 6 figures for this match, not for the year. Brock Lesnar is getting paid 6 figures for this match.
Wow.
So yeah, I'll lose. Hell yeah. 6 figures.
He's not gonna care about the outcome. He got 6 figures off rip.
Well, I'll go in there and lay down. They'll give me a finger poke of death. 6 figures. 6 off. And I do want to say this also. When it comes to WWE security, a lot of them are wrestlers. Now, they don't mean they're trained by WWE, but a lot of them are wrestlers. I personally know of 3. One of them is a guy named Birdman who was there when they went to Oklahoma a month or 2 back. And on AEW, our FTW champion, Logan Knight, was one of AEW's extras for... Who was that? What group was that? John Moxley, Death Riders people. They came out. He was one of the extras that came out attacking Swerve and everything. He's out literally. He's literally the FTW champion. We have a championship and everything, and he's champion right now. So yeah, a lot of them are people that we've known. So shout out to the security. They get paid pretty decent too. I think it's like $1,000 or something.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. For one night, appear on TV and all that, But the toss was still crazy though.
Yeah, the toss was wild.
He tossed on concrete, not in the ring. You should toss
full extension up and over.
Yeah, Brock came in. Was it the same person?
It was somebody else.
I would have said, hey, add another 500 on that. On my mama. I was not playing. But shout out to them. Shout out to this match that's coming up. It's very, very hyped up. I'm excited for it. Like genuinely excited. Now I originally thought it was gonna be LA Knight versus Brock Lesnar. But as much as I love LA Knight, he's one of my favorite wrestlers right now. I'm glad it was over Femi. I'm so excited about it now. He also hit Adam Pearce too to get him out the way. So I don't know if that's gonna be a punishment for that. But yeah, Triple H coming out for this and not coming out for when his wife was about to get it. Looked like Cody was about to attack her for a second. That's crazy work. It's like, what's going on in the house? But yes. We will see exactly what happens with this. Who do you believe is gonna win, Mo?
I'm going for Obafemi. I am definitely not on like a Brock Lesnar's done trying to retire thing, but I think it could be something that's just kind of like keep it going. Obafemi, beats him at WrestleMania. Brock, this isn't over. So then I feel like that would give Brock another reason to stick around and show up again. You know, he's already a part-timer. Well, you just got beat at WrestleMania. You gonna go out like that?
Reportedly, he's gonna retire at SummerSlam because SummerSlam gonna be in his hometown of Minnesota. So reportedly, that's gonna be his last hurrah. And I'm thinking it's gonna be against Gunther. That's what I think. So we all know what the outcome would be with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, but we'll see. We'll see. Brock has had an incredible career. Other than ending every black championship run, literally every single one of them. He's been very interesting. I don't hate Brock at all. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, that weird case is a weird case going on with you right now, buddy. Now looking crazy for him, but he's been very entertaining. Even people think he crushes people. He does things, gets whatever he wants. I mean, he's able to do that because you guys pay for him, pay to see him. He's a box office draw. They're not going to do that for anybody who's not bringing in numbers. So, with that being said, we will see what happens at WrestleMania with these. All right, cool. So, the next thing on the agenda, what happened next? Oh, we had our Intercontinental Championship match, which was between Penta and Kofi Kingston. Now, as you all know, Kofi Kingston is a stable in WWE. He's been there a very long time. I think he's been in WWE like 15 years now, if I'm not mistaken. It's somewhere around that line for sure. Maybe more. It's probably more. I think I'm shortchanging. I think it's more. But either way it goes, he's been there a long time. So I knew this match was going to be pretty good. At one point, Grayson Waller tried to get involved with the match, and he pretty much told him, hey, get out the way. I don't need your help. I'm not asking for your help. And that kind of made, I kind of think they're going to start turning them guys back face. Because their heel run hasn't been good. They haven't done anything with them as heel. They had probably one of the best heel turn moments damn near in wrestling history when they did that shit against Big E. But they haven't done anything ever since. I mean, it won the tag title one time at I think 2 WrestleManias ago at Philadelphia. But I think I went to the bathroom break on that. I ain't like it. I ain't like the match at all. So it is what it is. They had, like I said, Kofi had a match against Penta tonight, and it was a good match. That's a great match. Penta ended up winning this match and overcoming the odds. I saw Kofi Kingston pull out a Trouble in Paradise right in the middle of the air. I'm not gonna lie, I thought the match was over with. My mouth dropped because I was like, oh, I know damn well they ain't about to have Penta lose like that. But he kicked out, and eventually they ended up outside, and he hit the Mexican Destroyer on Grayson Waller to get him completely out the way. And then eventually he hit the Mexican Destroyer on Kofi Kingston from the second rope in order to get him down. So very great match. I liked everything about it. I like Penta, and I'm excited that he is the one that's going to get the ladder match at WrestleMania. Now, me personally, I think Dom should still be champion because I want him and Finn Balor to go for that title. To be part of the story or whatnot. But, I mean, we get what we get. I'm not mad at it. Ms. Mo, can you tell us about this match and everything you think about this title situation with Penta right now?
Yeah, I liked it. I do like Penta as Intercontinental Champion. I think it was a great switch. If anyone, like you said, I would have liked it, to be Finn. But I do think if it wasn't going to be Finn, anybody else, Penta was definitely next up for it. And he has been doing a great job. I do think I know what he said. This was an open challenge. So the fact that he even issued one and had that, I think that's a different taste. We get that on SmackDown. And so to see it on Raw with a different title was a nice, refreshing switch up. Kofi doing the whole I want to do it by myself. I think it goes into play that Grayson Waller kind of like snuck his way into with them, and they kind of just like always kept him around and tolerated him. Well, now Xavier Woods is out, and Kofi's just like, I don't want to deal with you. And then it also goes back, Grayson is also one of those people who's cursed. So of course you would be just standing there, and then you get taken out by a Mexican Destroyer. it goes to show you got that, you know, the bad juju around you now. But it was a really good match. It showed like you said, the Trouble in Paradise from midair was crazy. Then he did it again in the ring. And I think that's what you were talking about when you thought everybody even the announcers were like, yeah, this match is over. And then he kicked out. So it was entertaining. I do like Penta to get the ladder match. I think that would be interesting to see. Still would like to see Dom and Finn, but I do think Penta's doing a really good job and will continue to do a good job with the IC title. It was a shakeup. It was different from the night, but it was needed.
Yes, ma'am. We'll see what happens with them.
Say it again. I said yeah. I said we will. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yes, ma'am. It's gonna be very interesting. Now, I don't know who would be in the ladder match against Penta. Would it be several people or one person? I don't know. I think it should be several people because there's several people in the scene right now for the Intercontinental title. Maybe they can throw Finn and Dom in there to see. Yeah, they can throw them in there. Maybe Dragon Lee because he's not gonna have nothing to do, but he's an exciting wrestler. As long as he don't come out with them wings, they'll leave them at home. I think it'll be decent. I think it'll be real decent to throw all them in the same match for the Intercontinental title. Really, they should do this on a regular basis, just like they do the United States title. They could bring different names in for exciting matches for open challenges for this Intercontinental title, like they do the U.S. title. It would be interesting. I think some of the opponents that Carmelo faced can go against Penta. Yeah, I mean, it'd be great. It would be great to see Ilya and Penta, Mr. Iguana versus Penta, and anybody like that. You know. Penta also said he's going to defend the title at AAA, and we know that if everybody don't know, that comes on Saturday night on YouTube, YouTube Live. So I think it'll be interesting for him to just have open talent. It'll make the title run seem better. Hell, we just think I personally think Carmelo just had the best U.S. title run of all time. Only second, if anybody was better, it would be John Cena. That's the only other person. Don't get me wrong, Sammy and Ilya did good with it too, but Carmelo did it longer. And yes, Carmelo did it longer, and who is again? John Cena just originated what he was doing. So them the only two that will probably have a better run, in my opinion, or the only one will have a better run would be John Cena. But if not, it's Carmelo Hayes for sure. Like Penta can do the same thing. He can do the same thing with the Intercontinental title. So we'll see. We'll have to see what happens with this. So next thing on the agenda, if I'm not mistaken, was it did we see Danhausen tonight, or was that just like a glimpse of him?
It was like a glimpse. I think they did, the commercial thing. He came out during the commercial, so then they put the clip on like social media, so we didn't see it live, but he did come out.
Okay. I like Danhausen. I like him a lot. Yeah. What all do you think about him? Like, what's your full thoughts on him?
I think he's a great addition. He's definitely used as like the comedic prop. And if you think about it, we really didn't have one on Raw. Over on SmackDown, you got R-Truth, who runs around thinking Jelly Roll is Dominic Mysterio in that. Him, Damian Priest on the Judgment Day. You have Chelsea Green, who is just straight up comedy no matter what she does. But over on Raw, like you get a few people, like, the Usos, they can crack some jokes. Everybody knows the Usos can crack jokes. Javon is the youngster, so they got him cracking jokes. But to have that actual someone that's just straight up comedy, like that's what you're there for. You're going to go and poke fun and get these laughs. They didn't have that. I always feel like Raw was trying to be a little more serious. So to have Danhausen do that and then flip between both shows, and he's just kind of like, he's cursing people and collecting them like Infinity Stones. I think it's interesting. And to see that the curses, the people who get cursed, they do a good job at making it believe like they're cursed. Oh, throughout the week, this happened and that happened. It's just not.
Speed's probably cursed too. So I forgot about that.
Yeah, he is. So I do like Dan. I wish, you can always have. I get it. They got to stack the shows accordingly, but they keep just letting him come out during like the commercial breaks or a quick promo. I do think maybe at WrestleMania, I don't know what, but maybe he could do something. But they're probably building him up. He might have a pretty good run in AAA. But I think he's been a nice little change. Like every time he comes on the screen, it's not like an eye roll. I'm like, oh shit, here Dan go now, and he's talking to somebody new. You get added, you're getting cursed.
Right.
And I've seen him wrestle outside of WWE and like other things. I went and looked him up and some other stuff. He has some pretty good talent, so I hope they definitely tap into it. Like, don't just bring him over and just let him curse everybody. Like, let him do a little bit more.
I mean, I hope he does get in the ring a few times, but I don't care if he keep doing what he's doing. It's entertaining.
It works.
Think about it. He's probably getting paid more than a lot of wrestlers, and all he gotta do is pretty much be a comedic relief and curse people. I mean, hey.
Cut a little promo. He probably is. He's probably getting a pretty little penny. And there's probably some people that be like geared up, ready every night, and still are like,
He's definitely getting a pretty little penny because I think like 2 weeks ago he was number one in sales, in merch sales.
But I did see that, yeah.
So yeah, he's getting to that paper. He's getting that money. So I'm proud of him after. We met Dan Housen at WrestleMania 40. Well, the Comic-Con at WrestleMania 40.
Okay.
So he's pretty decent guy. Pretty decent guy. He was busy, so we didn't get to get the pictures or interview or nothing. But he was there. And he wasn't trying to talk to people, shake their hands, and all that. So pretty decent guy. I'm glad to see him. Yes, ma'am. Yes. All right, cool. So, next thing on the agenda, we got a couple more things we got here. Next thing on the agenda, Mr. Adam Pearce kept on talking to Paul Heyman all night, asking him how you check your emails, And Paul, I know everything's going on. I check my emails, I do whatever. I'll check your emails. Talking that big boy shit, right? And he even got the crowd to yell out, chant ECW for a little bit, saying he's the last promoter left or whatnot. Technically, he's not left because he's not promoted right now. I got what he meant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, with that being said, he told him, hey, Seth Rollins, the charges have been dropped for Seth Rollins. Also, Seth Rollins is medically cleared. I didn't know Seth Rollins was going to medically clear before WrestleMania. I had no idea. I thought he was just going to have to miss it. I thought he was just going to still be part of storyline. Then I thought they rushed him back because of the Vision all being hurt. Other than, Paul and Theory. But Brian and Bronson Reed being hurt, I thought they just brought him back just for storyline reasons. And they probably did. They probably originally was going to give him a break until after WrestleMania. But now they kind of have to bring him back. With that being said, he's medically cleared. He ain't in handcuffs. So he came and met Paul and gave him another chair shot to the back and looked like he was going to stump his face to the chair. Until we got a surprise. We got a surprise chokeout from Gunther, the ring general. I like it. Now, is it random? Yes. But Gunther did not have a match because his original plans were supposed to be for Rey Mysterio. But Rey Mysterio has not been medically cleared, so you cannot compete at this year's Royal Rumble. I mean, not Royal Rumble, sorry, WrestleMania. With that being said, they were looking for an opponent for Gunther. Him and Seth are going to have a good match. I really do believe so. Now, what's the implications of it? I don't know. Hopefully they explain more next week because he's obviously not going to retire Seth. But with that being said, I mean, maybe this was a favor called in by Paul Heyman. Maybe. But I did recognize when he's walking off after choking out Seth, he did not help Paul Heyman get up. So, I don't know. I don't know what the story's going to be, but I know the match is going to be good, and at least we'll get something with Seth and Gunther because they had no plans for him. Also, now I think about it, LA Knight didn't have no plans. It looked like, I just thought about it. It may be the Usos and LA Knight versus the Vision with Speed. God, that's going to piss me off. Okay, because LA Knight got no match. LA Knight got no match. I just thought about it.
But now they do got speed, so they already up one, so you might be on to something there.
Oh my God! And it's not going to be for the tag titles. This is going to piss me off.
It's just going to be a match just to have a match.
Just to have a match.
Might have a stipulation. Yeah.
They're only going to do that like that because they got no plans for LA Knight. But LA Knight is the advertisement. And LA Knight is like them advertised people, them advertisement wrestlers. They're gonna get them a match at WrestleMania for sure.
Oh yeah.
So like if Rey Mysterio wasn't hurt, he would have a match. The New Day, right? The New Day, they're gonna have some type of match. If it's, of course, if it's just Kofi or whatnot, even if he do some type of appearance or something, he's gonna have a match because he's one of those advertisement people. That's why he have a match every year. Despite if he's not even doing anything around WrestleMania time, he's gonna have a match. That's gonna be crazy. Okay, let's get on to the subject. I'm about to get pissed off thinking about it. LA Knight deserves better. Free LA Knight, man. Free him. Damn it. Put him on AAA or something. Cause this Raw SmackDown shit ain't working. But I digress. Right? Seth, Gunther. Gonna be a great match. I'm glad that they got them to do something. Now, with that being said, what do you think about it, Mo?
I think from the minute Adam Pearce was trying to tell Paul Heyman, like, did you check your email? I knew it had to be something Seth Rollins related. I think my mind immediately I completely forgot about the whole police and the handcuffs and the charges. So when he was like, I have something to tell you, you didn't check your email, I immediately just thought the music was going to start hitting, Seth was going to come out because, he's medically cleared. I didn't dive too much deep into it, so I don't know, was Seth really just medically cleared, or was this something that kind of could have been happened, like he was already cleared, but then the two people you're supposed to go at, they're both out of commission. So they just kind of dragged out the medically cleared thing, because if we look at it, Seth was low-key moving. Even when he first started the attacks, and what was it? Even last week with the handcuffs, the way that man was twisting and turning to get free. If your shoulders still turn, why you be able to move like that? But still, regardless, I think how they always kind of work his injuries and how they like the pump fakes and stuff. It works for Seth Rollins. But it was exciting to see, like when he hit the chair shot, I was like, okay. But him in that corner, like while he was waiting for the curb stomp, I thought it was gonna be Braun Breaker. Because why else are you so far back in that corner like that?
I thought so too.
Impact, yeah.
I thought Braun was about to come out of nowhere and spear him as he goes for the stomp.
I thought he was gonna spear him out that trench coat, and then also you just see him get dragged out the ring. I said, well, wait a minute, that's not what Braun Breaker do. And then it was Gunther. I said,
I heard the crowd reacting before he actually did anything. Yeah.
I always look at the crowd at certain moments. I be trying to peek the crowd before the camera actually moves. But they definitely gave it away that somebody was out there. So to see Gunther was different. So it was like, okay. And then Gunther just like, go to sleep. Yeah. But you make a good point. When it was done, Gunther, he just kept on walking. He didn't look at Paul. He didn't stop, because that was a thought I had too. I'm like, is this going to be something that Paul Heyman is just going to try to claim as his work? Or was it Gunther just deciding, I want to take you out next? I do agree. It's definitely probably not going to be retirement. I don't see Seth Rollins retiring. Let's be real. But maybe some type of stipulation. I don't know. Maybe leave the Vision alone. Maybe you got to go to SmackDown. I don't know. But it has to be something. But definitely, I don't think retirement is on the table. Not at all.
That'll be interesting. You lose and you got to SmackDown. That'll be interesting.
They gotta work something in there. Like it can't just be, okay, you two fight. No, it's gotta be a bigger picture. But it's good to see Seth Rollins fully back. You already know I'm not the biggest Seth Rollins fan, but I felt like if anybody was gonna be able to handle the Vision, it was gonna be Seth. So I was glad to see him back. It was good to hear the music again, because they really just had that man coming out there, hitting a move and disappearing. So at least
I like this version of Seth more because he don't have them ridiculous ass outfits on.
Yeah, he's more. It fits him. Now, hopefully, he stays that way. Don't go back to the old way. Like this, we can work with this.
Yeah, we can work with this. Have him all black. He basically reminded me of the Messiah with that black suit he had on.
Yeah.
Monday Night Messiah. Yes.
He can go back to that. It was a little notion to win Samoa Joe debut. He choked Seth out. Mo, I agree with you. The storyline, not retirement. Gunther beat Seth to open to Gunther versus Lesnar. Probably.
Yeah.
It may. That's a good point, Brooke. That's a good point for sure. It definitely may lead to that. That could be the whole point of this whole thing, to build up Gunther even more, and probably not after retire Seth, but maybe even get him to think about it or something like that. Like you said, move SmackDown, just some of that sort. It's going to be interesting.
It will.
It's going to be interesting. Yeah. We'll see. We definitely will see with them too. Man, I'm interested in it for sure. I'm very interested in it. So we might get the stipulation or the reason this week. We'll see. The next thing that we had on the agenda, we had Raquel and I'm on Io. I'm about to confuse her and Oscar's name for some reason, but Io Sky. I liked this match. This match was actually pretty good. They went back and forth. Raquel was actually showing like ability to like not exactly change wrestle, but something like it, something similar towards it. With all the reversals that her and Io were doing in the middle of the ring, they put on a really, really, really decent match. It was actually way better than I thought it was gonna be, and it lasted a decent amount of time. It was like probably 10 or 15 minutes. A little longer than I thought, because I still knew that we had Roman and Punk coming up, so that's why I thought this match was gonna be a little shorter than it was. But it lasted a little longer than I thought it did, and it wasn't bad at all. Oh, okay, I see it now. The Intercontinental match is gonna be Dragon Lee, our boy Bounty, Penta, Rusev, and JD. Damn, that's random.
Oh.
I missed that. It just came back up on my TV.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
That's gonna be the ladder match. Damn, that's gonna be decent. I'm glad for JD and Rusev because we all know they weren't gonna do shit. and they had to put Javon Evans somewhere.
They had to put Javon somewhere, especially the ladder match. It makes sense, and a title opportunity makes sense.
I don't want Javon to win, but
I thought he was Javon, hometown hero. I got to.
Yeah, he's from your hill. Y'all from the same spot. Yeah, I ain't mad at that at all. That's gonna be decent, and hopefully he gets more shine than the elimination chamber. That was fucking ridiculous. I didn't like him. I didn't like what they did with him in the elimination chamber. He should have lasted longer.
He could have lasted longer. I ain't like Logan trying to steal. The reason the match the move got botched was on him. No, you dropped that boy on his head. He talking about
you dropped that man like a mixture. You dropped
that man on his head.
Boy, you almost took him out. You don't like him. You don't like him. I'll be in the back like, what's up, bro? What's up? What's going on? That was crazy work. But reportedly, Logan Paul got all those eliminations because those would be Bronson Reed eliminations. And they pretty much just had Logan do it differently just so they won't have to change up the match a lot. I think that they should change up the match. They just should change up the match. I wouldn't have cared if Javon was the first one taken out, but I wish it would have got a whole bunch of shine in the midst of that, because of course he's the newer guy, and Trick Williams is more of a box office right now because they got him doing interviews and everything. So I would understand if it would be Javon, but Paul should have been the second one eliminated, in my opinion. But you're not supposed to be in the fucking match.
You weren't even supposed to be here.
Not supposed to be there. How you get all these goddamn eliminations?
You got 3 people out.
And I like Logan Paul. I like him. I'm not saying it as if I don't like the guy or he don't deserve anything. But 3 eliminations was crazy work. And one of them was LA Knight.
Yeah.
LA Knight, Javon, and Trick, come the fuck on.
That was wild.
That was crazy shit. And then it was just a roll up at LA Knight. I'm about to move on. It's pissing me off. LA Knight. They Triple H don't fuck with LA Knight. I tell you that. Don't. Let's go to the next thing. The ladder match is gonna be great between these guys. Kel and Lil. I mean not Lil. Io. Gotta get back to them. They had a great match. I loved everything about it. Oscar and Kairi Sane tried to get involved. Mainly Oscar. Kairi Sane was getting bullied. Io saw it. She tried to stop it. Ran into Oscar from the inside to outside as she was about to win her actual match. That caused enough distraction to where Roxanne came in out of nowhere. Not Roxanne. Raquel came and gave her that big old Tahana bomb and got the 1, 2, 3 over Io Sky. I don't know what plans are for her at WrestleMania. Maybe there are none, but Raquel has been showing out lately. Like the last 2 months, they've really been giving her a good spotlight, and I like it. I like it because she's definitely deserving of it for as long as she's been in the business, and of course, it's creating new stars. What do you think about this match, Miss Mo?
Yeah, starting with you, said I agree. She did get it was time she got a win. She did get a big win, but it's also, what's kind of next for that, especially since you beat Io. But Io doesn't really have anything lined up for WrestleMania as well. So I am curious to see where does that working for them? Will they be at Mania, or just even what path that puts her on next? Because you beat someone that's not like a number one contender or anything, but you got another win under your belt. I did think the Asuka and Kairi thing, I was wondering if Kairi was going to come out. Asuka kind of telling Kairi to go out there kind of like reminded me of like a mom, like when you see it on TV and stuff, or like the kid is acting up and the kid wants to be grown and the mom was like, oh, you want to go? You want to get out my house? Go ahead, get out my house. And like the mom was forcing the kid to leave. That's what it looked like. It looked like Asuka was like, oh, you want to go be her friend? You want to help her? So help her. Go ahead. Poor Kairi. Save Kairi. Kairi deserves better. I think if Io just like focused in and didn't try to go out there and help her, she probably could have retained. But that's the whole thing they're trying to push now. It's almost like Io's like, you deserve better. She shouldn't be treating you like this. I'm trying to make her see it. So I do think it might show. I don't think the Kabuki Warriors will come all the way back together, but I do think Kairi and Io might go off and do their own thing. But it was a good match. High flying from Io as always. I feel like if she doesn't, then it's not even an Io Sky match. Raquel, she showed her power and her strength in the best way that she could. I will say the match did go a little longer than I thought. I think it was already like 10:13 by the time it was over. And I'm like, we still got to get to the last segment because y'all know Netflix will turn these cameras off. And theirs did go a little longer than I thought. But I think it was for like the final match of the night, the action, it was a pretty good one. I think it kind of started maybe some new storylines, showed some new paths. So I was not disappointed at all. I would have liked Io to win because I like them both, but I do think it was a good win for Raquel, and I don't think this loss is going to have Io hinder anything that she has going on either.
Nah, it definitely may build towards it. I think it's going to be Io and Asuka at WrestleMania. It should be at least. That's the storyline they're building. Now, I'm not sure if Kairi Sane's going to turn and, actually help Io and turn face, or is she gonna full blown embrace her heel part and cost Io the match? Either way it goes, Io and Asuka seems like the move right now, and they're gonna have a banger. They're definitely gonna have a banger. So
for sure,
we'll see.
For sure.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So now we can finally get to the last segment of the night. And we all know Roman is facing CM Punk for the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania because he is the Royal Rumble winner, the 2026 Royal Rumble winner. So they've been going back and forth at each other for weeks. Roman came out first this week, had on the New York outfit. That was definitely a New York type of outfit with the jean jacket and the jean pants. But he had the OTC shirt in the middle or whatnot. So he did his thing with that. It was decent. It was decent when he came out, and the crowd, of course, popped very hard when they heard his music. Now, with that being said, he didn't get many words out before Punk music hit. Punk came out straight on bullshit. No talking, no mic. No, none of that. Came out fighting. Now, I pretty much knew they were going to do that because they didn't have much time to do anything else. About 9:30, they got to be done. So, with that being said, they get into their fight. They going back and forth. It looked like Roman about to get the best on at 1 second, but then, what happened? Oh, the security. Once again, security in the way of everything. They stopped Roman. Roman speared the wrong guy, speared the security. Punk took advantage. picked him up, gave him that GTS, and afterwards he got Roman up for a powerbomb and powerbombed them through the announcer table. Revenge for last week, where he got put through announcer table. This has to be. I know the title, the title, World Heavyweight title. I know technically the World Heavyweight title is supposed to be second rate. It's pretty much the I couldn't beat Roman at that time title. And Roman even said that on one of his promos. So he down there buried the title. But if Roman were to get that title, it would elevate it right back up to where people want it to be at. Now, with that being said, they have to be night 2. They got to do night 2. They are the way more interesting story. And not that Cody and Randy aren't interesting. They are now, especially with Randy being healed. But I truly believe it needs to be Roman and CM Punk for night 2. This is way more. It's Roman Reigns for a title, a world title, and CM Punk, who's been cooking ever since he got back. Damn sure ever since he got this title. They need to make it the night 2 event. The Usos didn't come out this time. Maybe they may come out next time and dump Punk again. I don't know. Punk needs some backup at this point. But I personally think the Bloodline's gonna reunite at 42. Now, whether they kick Roman out or help Roman, I'm not sure. I think both of those are possible. Or Roman's gonna have to accept somebody else as the tribal chief, which it could be one of them. Solo, Jay, Jacob, hell, even Jimmy. It could be one of them if it happens now. Not saying it's gonna happen, but it could be anybody else other than Roman, and he would pretty much have to fall in line or get beat up, probably get kicked out or something. You know what I mean? And he won't back down from it, but nobody want to keep getting beat up every week. He'll have to submit eventually if it were to happen. This is just hypothetical. Now, with that being said, I want this match to be night 2. Ms. Mo, what do you think about tonight's shenanigans with Roman and CM Punk?
I think it was kind of a given. So, like the first time CM Punk got the first punch when he punched him down onto the ropes and Roman was laughing. So, of course, last week he came out, he got his get back. So, not even surprised that this week CM Punk is able to get his get back. But I do like how they had the straight no talking, even if there really, like you said, there really wasn't much time. I mean, I think it was already, 10-15-ish, maybe close to 10-20 by the time theirs started. And, Roman soaks it all in. He takes his sweet time to get ready before he even starts talking. So, of course, Punk came out there on time. And I liked how they went at it. It was almost like an eye for eye. I just did what you did to me. I think one thing to point out also is Adam Pearce took an elbow to the face. Roman definitely elbowed Pearce in the face. And I know people were talking about earlier, Obafemi shoved Adam, so what's going to be the consequences of that? But when Roman did it, no one really said anything. They kind of were like, oh, okay. So I want to see if they're going to mention that or just kind of brush past that. But I do definitely think CM Punk, if he comes out again next Monday, he's going to do the whole I laid you out, but I didn't need help. When you laid me out, those were out there. They got a couple weeks in and Jay was barking orders telling you to attack, but I did it without. So see, without your family, you're da-da-da-da. So I think, he's going to go back to the whole without, the Usos. And like you said, I do think it sets up for it should be night 2. I would love Randy and Cody are going to eat down as well, but I do think this will be night 2. I think this is the match that should end WrestleMania 2026 off. The whole bloodline, if the bloodline comes back, I think Solo made a great point on Raw. Solo was like, when he was talking to, what was it, Talatonga or Tamatonga. Yeah, he was like, I might be this and I might be that, but at least I'm not Roman's. And then he kind of looked at him like what you trying to say? Like you trying to think he trying to leave you? Because, there's some tension with that. So it's like, is he about to snatch up one of his boys and bring him over to Raw? So I think it shows that the bloodline could go in many directions, like you said, with someone else being the tribal chief, someone else being the head of table. They all turn on him. It could be anything. And then, like you said, Roman definitely has that power to bring that belt back up to, I feel like, once what it used to be and not such that second-rate title. But I do think It was good. Like it had to, of course. You can't just let one person keep getting all the licks in. So I think CM Punk getting his moment this night, it made a lot of sense. So we'll see what happens with the next round. But I agree. I think this should close out night 2. I think there's a lot riding on this line because, I think once it happens, this story can then go so many ways once WrestleMania is over. And if they were smart, they would put all their eggs in this one basket.
Yep. Definitely. I 100% agree with you, Mo. This is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very, very interesting. I think this is what I personally think. Like I said, I think the Bloodlines are getting back together, and I personally think Tama Tonga, maybe the rest of the MFTs, along with Shinsuke, should reform the Bullet Club and go find Finn. Make all in the Bullet Club in WWE. That's what I think. I think the money's there for them to do it, and then you'll have the Bloodline together, and then the only other stable you probably have will probably be Judgment Day. I think. I don't know any other stables that would be around. Men-wise,
besides division. I said besides division.
Yeah, division. I mean, technically, division and Judgment Day on the same level because Judgment Day only got 2 guys right now. So. I don't know. I think it'd be interesting if they went that direction though, because they usually have like 2 or 3 factions going around, men factions, and now there's only one. And no, that's bad. There's still 2. The Y6 has been so forgettable. Yeah. Forgot about them. So I don't know. We'll see, Mo. We'll definitely see. We're gonna let them cook and see what happens with that. Now, with that being said. That is the end of our Monday Night Review. We want to thank all our fans, all our commenters for YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Where are we on? Oh, Twitter as well, or X. You know what I mean? X. And hopefully we'll be on TikTok soon. Anthony lift the ban on no cussing. We cuss on there, they're going to take us the fuck out. And I'm going to say some shit. So, with that being said, we appreciate everyone. Thank you for all our followers for FTW. Mo, we want to thank your followers as well for watching us. Please continue to watch us. You guys anything you want to say as we leave?
This was great. Thanks, y'all.
Always great to have you, Mo. Hey,
pleasure.
Our boss man is lazy as fuck. We appreciate him though. You guys have a great one. We get out of here.
Bye, y'all.
Do you hear us, boss?
Man. That girl done called about 3 times asking what this shit is. I'll come back to the house in a minute, man. Don't pay the neighbors no goddamn mind. Yeah. What you talking about, nigga? Yeah, I got this kind. But shit, all that shit going for a different price, though. I bet. I can't talk too much. She said, damn, what is this flavor? I got the flavors, this shit loud. You got neighbors, they like the flavors, this shit smoke. It's like the 80s, it's jumping like coke. She said, Kush, it make a float. Baby, these runs, we gon' have to rock the boat, man.